Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. For those of you that are new, welcome, and for those of you that are returning, a big hello and thank you. Today's video is going to be about a little bit of some purchases that I made at Sam's, and one of my Nordstrom purchases came in, so I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to talk to you about the lipstick I have on and some of my reading material that I have been reading through, and a couple that are new. So let's get started. First of all, I want to talk to you about the lipstick I have on. I've talked about it before. It's the Lisa Eldridge, and the good news is that she is going to bring some of the colors back, and I think some of the colors from her first launch. All of the information will be on her website, so you can go to her website, Lisa Eldridge, makeup artist, and she'll give you the details. I think on the 24th of July you can set your pre-order, and then there's a following date that you would actually place that pre-order, and I think all the information will be on that website. And so if you're interested at all, at least take a look at it to see if there's a color that you might like. Today I am wearing what's called Love of My Life, and I absolutely love it. It is just so beautiful. And I'll tell you, I feel like it is long wearing. You know, now it's not going to last all day long without a touch-up, but what I do when I first apply it is I dab it just like that, top and bottom, and then I just rub it on my lips. It's very moisturizing, and it has a nice, what I would consider to be a light creamy texture. Then I just let it set on my lips for a minute or so. Then I go back and I outline my whole entire lips, blend it in, and let it go, finish doing, you know, whatever I'm doing at the house to get myself ready. And right before I walk out the door, I give myself one more swipe. Now today I did my lips at just a little before 9 o'clock, and then at about 2 o'clock I noticed, okay, it had basically worn itself off, and it just kind of leaves a really pretty light fading, kind of a light rosy pink on your lips, just enough to give your lips a little bit of color. And I had Premier drink, which is my protein drink. I had a cup of coffee, and I ate a salad before I even noticed that it had, you know, just kind of gotten itself to where it was worn down and I needed to touch it up. And that was some, I would say at least about 5 hours. So I think that's pretty good wear for lipstick. And the other thing is, I was able to purchase one of her makeup bags. Now she was offering at the time of the launch, if you bought 2 lipsticks you got the makeup bag free, and I missed out on you know, buying the one lipstick, and just I wasn't thinking through, I wasn't fast enough, and then they only had, and you know, I put my order in, and so then what they had left was just the makeup bag. And I've been looking for a new makeup bag for my purse, and I thought, oh, I'll get the makeup bag, and I am glad I did. It is a beautiful color, number one, and it's a gorgeous linen. The zipper is very well made, and as you can see, I have this thing crammed. Everything that I had in my last makeup bag fits in here, and I have a full-size compact. I have 2 makeup brushes in there. I have lipstick, and it's a chunky one. It's a Dior lipstick that I keep in my purse. I have a lip pencil. I have a miniature size oh my, blush, and I even have a little Fresh Sugar lip gloss, and then I have my pill container for my Advil, and it's not busting at the seams. If I had to, I could even stick something else in here, but I don't need to. That's what I carry in my purse, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful bag. Now, it replaced this makeup bag that I know I've shown before because I've done what's in my purse video. This is from Bath and Body Works. I wish I could have replaced it. It's a nylon material, and I have washed it a billion times. I've had it for over 12 years. They just don't make them anymore. So I love it so much, and I've just been looking for a new one, but I haven't found one that I like. So I wasn't sure because the size on this is a little different, but it fits everything I need, and it's just so pretty, so beautiful. So if you're looking for a makeup bag, I would suggest, if they have them on her website, they're sold out now, but she may be bringing them back. That would be a good time to pick it up. And also, I repurposed this one because I just didn't want to throw it away because it's just so functional still, but it was just getting so stained, and every time I took it out of my purse I was kind of embarrassed because I've washed this thing a million times. But what I did was I put all of my marking pens that I use when I'm reading my books or doing my day planner, and I keep this in my bedside. So I just thought, well, this is a nice little case for those because I like to use good markers that don't bleed through the pages, and so I repurposed it. So there you go, killed two birds with one stone. Next, I'm going to talk about my hair products. I've talked about this before, but I'll go over it again since a couple of you have asked me about it, what I use on my hair, particularly shampoo and conditioner and a heat protectant. So I've been using almost for 2 years the Monat shampoo and conditioner. I use black. It's called black, and it's a thickening shampoo and conditioner all in one. And I have been using that for about a year. Before that time period, I'm sorry, my hair is blowing in my face. Sorry. Before that time period, I was using Oribe. Now, these are not drugstore shampoos. These are shampoos that have a little higher price, a lot higher price, but I have to have a good shampoo that is going to not only work on my hair but also on my scalp. I have very problematic issues around my hairline, behind my ears, and my neck, where my skin gets just so dry, scaly, and itchy that it can get so irritating, to where I know one winter I actually had bleeding going on, and it's just so irritating. So since I pick up using a better product, I have less of that on my scalp, and with Monat I don't have any of it. So that's why I keep using it. And I do think a combination of no longer dyeing my hair and putting that product dye on my hair has helped with its texture immensely, but also using a good hair product. So I use Monat, and I use the all-in-one shampoo and conditioner called Black. Like I said, I used Oribe before that, and I can't say I didn't like it, but I just knew after, I think I went through 2 different sets of shampoo and conditioner, that's when I was interested in looking at something else. I kind of felt like it just wasn't enough for what I was looking for my scalp. So that's when I switched to Monat, and basically have stayed. Now, I do use an assortment of hair masks, and I think that is just as important to your hair as having a good shampoo and conditioner and brushing your hair. So the hair masks that I use have been just an assortment. I'll use coconut oil. I love coconut oil as a hair mask, and what I do is I take a glob of it. If it's not melted down, put it in the microwave for a few seconds, let it melt down. On dry hair, I just rub it, and I just saturate my whole hair all the way to the ends, and then I just really rub it into my scalp, and I condition my scalp. I will wrap it in either plastic or a hair towel. Hair towel's fine, and wear it like that for as long as I can, 4 or 5 hours, as long as I know I'm not going anywhere, I'm staying home, I'm cleaning or whatever. Then I can jump in the shower and wash my hair really good, and that takes about 2 hair washings to get all of the coconut oil out. But immediately after the first time, you will feel and you'll see a difference in your hair. Coconut oil is super good for you. I've tried some other hair products from Oribe and also hair mask from Monat, and just some other hair masks that I was able to pick up as free gifts from a Sephora order that I've liked. And you know, you get enough in those little packages. Usually I can get 2 out of them, and I try to do a hair mask at least once a week, sometimes twice a week if I'm feeling like my hair is really dry. The other thing I do is I get my hair trimmed every 8 weeks, just to get the ends trimmed out. And it might not seem like you need it at that time, but you really do, because it's just enough to trim off the dead ends and keep it healthy looking. And then finally, a brush, a really good hairbrush. I've talked about that before. And I brush my hair in the morning, not real strenuously, but I just run a really nice hairbrush through, and I'll show you mine again for those of you that are just new. And this is Session Pro Tools, and you know, I've put the link in this before, and I believe you have to go right through I think it was Sessions, but this really has it's a boar bristle brush. It has a really great feel to it. I don't feel like it pulls at my hair, and it's a great brush, and I love it. So that and the combination of a good hair product that's going to work on your hair and your scalp, I think is important. And you know, sometimes switching up your shampoos also helps your hair texture. It's just, if you feel like your hair is getting limp and too drab, try up something else. Try a different hair shampoo and conditioner for a few washings, and then go back to your other. I think it does help. I think sometimes your face is the same way with makeup. Now, I will talk to you about a new product that I don't want to say too much about it because I've only used it once, but it's a new hair mask by Colleen Rothschild. And I have to tell you, I love Colleen Rothschild products. I use their face balm every night to take my makeup off. It is the most gentle on my skin, and it really, it just treats my skin to where it is baby soft. It removes every stitch of makeup. I've talked about it. I use the Colleen Rothschild Honey Vanilla Scrub, shower scrub, and I love it. I'm way past halfway on that big bottle. It smells good. It softens my skin, and it just makes my skin feel just so good. So good. I love her products. So I decided I'm going to try her hair care products. Now, in the little kit I bought, there was a nice sized jar of a hair mask, and then this Smooth and Shine hair serum, and a brush, so that after you wash your hair and put your conditioner on, then you put the mask on. Leave it. You can either leave it on your hair for 5 minutes, rinse it off, or longer. So what I do is get my shower towel, dry my hair, run that mask through it, comb it with the, or brush it out with the brush, put it in the hair towel, and again leave it on my hair for as long as I can, 2 or 3 hours at best, and then hop back into the shower and just rinse, give it a good rinse off, because that one you don't have to rewash your hair. So you're gonna wet your hair, shampoo it, and then you're gonna mask it, and I'm telling you, it smells so refreshing. Oh my goodness, it just smells wonderful. And the scent of it lasts on your hair even days later. So it's really nice. This is an oil, and I'm going to show you if you can see it. That little drop right there, when you rub that through your hair, through your hand, sorry, and then put it on your hair, it is, your palms are so silky. And I don't put it on the roots. I just run it through the bottom of my hair. I think this helps before I turn that hot iron on and use the hot tool on it. But it restores your shine. It makes your hair feel so nice, and your hands feel like baby soft. The other product I have been using for quite a while, I'm about down to there, is this Orlando Pita plate. This came in one of my FabFitFun boxes, and I love it. This is a spray that I use, hair protectant, and I haven't used anything else other than this. And so if I need to bend my hair down a little bit, I just spray it on my dry hair and then take my hot iron to it. If I've washed my hair, I spray it on my wet hair, comb it through, and then use my big round blow dryer. So those are the hair products I use, and that's kind of the routine that I do at least once a week, trying to get a hair mask on. So like I said, if you don't have a hair mask available and you're just like, I need to do something, grab a bottle of coconut oil, and it needs to be the pure coconut oil, and there's no scent to it or anything. It's just pure coconut oil. It comes in a jar, like a mason jar, and it's solid, and then after it goes below a certain temperature or above a certain temperature too hot, it can liquefy. But if it's not quite enough, then just take a little bit in a little glass cup or jar and put it in the microwave and let it liquefy down, and then just rub it on your hands, and then really saturate your hair with it, and then give your scalp a good rubbing. So that's what I wanted to talk about for the makeup type hair products. Next, I took a little trip to Sam's. Oh, well, let me show you my shirt. I'll insert a picture here. This is a leopard print short sleeve blouse that my bestie gave me for my birthday, and I love it. And she paired it with a pair of really pretty black pants, and it's so comfortable, so light, and I just never thought I would get into the animal prints, but they're really kind of a pretty popular thing this fall coming up, or even this season. I've seen a lot in shoes and purses and all of that, but I really was comfortable in it, and I really liked it. And she always has good taste anyway, so thumbs up to my bestie. But I took a little trip to Sam's to get some groceries, and I picked up, I have bought a lot of jeans, pants, tops at Sam's, and I've always been really satisfied. But I saw these because I am changing down sizes. I don't want to overbuy right now because, as I said, I'm at the last big stretch of my weight loss, and 19 more pounds is definitely going to make a difference in sizing, but I do have to have something to wear. But I found these snake print jeggins at Sam's, and I thought they were just so cute. Now, of course, they don't go with this top, but with a tan or brown sweater or black, I just thought it would be so cute. And they're jeggins, they're straight leg skinny, a pair of booties. They were just cute and so reasonably priced. I mean, really reasonably priced. Next, I picked up at Sam's this gray sweater. It's just got a round scoop neck, long sleeves, and it's one of those ones that has the thumb slit in them. That's not for me. And since I'm aging gracefully, I'll just flip up the bottom part and just wear it like that. But this is buttery soft. I mean, it feels like a soft cashmere sweater. And this was at Sam's. It's got the slits on the side. It wears so comfortable, and it's light, and that's really what I'm looking for to replace some of my wardrobe, is just the lighter sweaters. But for the fall, I thought this was really pretty, and they had it in a black speckled and a gray speckled, so I thought that was really nice. And then my last thing I purchased at Sam's was this. And I'll try to take a picture of this on so you can get a better idea. This is a London Fog raincoat. It has a hood that is removable, and of course the traditional wrap around, if I can get it, belt, and it's to the knee. It's knee length, and it's it's lined really nicely, but it's not heavy lined. It's perfect for this particular temperature here in Alabama. And I needed a new raincoat, and when I saw this for $39 at Sam's, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a good coat. It's a London Fog, and we know how nice London Fogs are, and it's just that traditional black, and I just thought it's a good deal. So I think I'm pretty set for fall. I did purchase a pair of jeans in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and a couple of lighter tops. One of them did come in, and I love it. It's this sweater here, and it's in this pale light blush pink. It's a V-neck, and again, a buttery soft, really cozy, but not, it's light. It's not that overbearing, heavy, like really keep you warm. Like if you go out and it's cold out and it's not cold enough for a jacket, but cold enough that you can't go out with just a cardigan, then you need your Barefoot Dreams sweater. And this is just so comfortable for inside the house, and it's got the ribbing on the bottom and on the sleeves, and it's just a beautiful sweater. Now I may, before the sale is over, if I can, pick up another one unless they're sold out. I know I wanted it in a cream color, and that one was gone. So that's it. Not a lot, but that's what I wanted to talk to you about in this video as far as just a little shopping. And now my books, what I have read, what I'm in the process of reading, and what I will be reading. So one of the books that I read was The Wife Between Us, and it's a novel by Greer Hendricks and Sarah, I think it's Pekkanen, and I've never read anything from them before. This was it was interesting enough to keep turning the pages. If you like that kind of, you can tell by the name of the book, The Wife Between Us. So, but it just, there were many times during this book I was like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, that's not really happening. Oh, is she crazy? No. Is he nuts? Oh, what? Who's telling the truth? Who's not? It's a good book. It's really interesting reading, and I enjoyed it, so I thought I'd share that with you. This is another book. I think I've talked about this, but I'm not sure. It's called Make Your Bed, and it's called Little Things That Can Change Your Life and Maybe the World, and it's by Admiral William McRaven. It's just a short little sweet book, and it was really a good book to read. It just the thought, and talking about the basic thought of just making your bed and why that's important. It leads to a whole other spectrum of the importance and being able to facilitate change, not just in yourself, but in the things that you do. I picked up a fun little, because I love these kind of books. It's called a Pocket Coco Chanel Wisdom Book. It's hilarious. I loved it. There's little sections in here like Coco Chanel on women. I think there's one on fashion, Coco Chanel on style, and just her little sayings, such as, I'll just read this one I just opened. Aging is a state of mind. One must keep enthusiasm and courtesy. And if you think about that, I think that's true. Nature gives you the face you have at 20. It is up to you to merit the face you have at 50. I enjoyed this, and I just think it's a cute little coffee table book, and I have a couple of others that have been written about her life story and her design and how she got started. And I just thought that this was, I like those little sayings because I think they're really true. Also, another good book I read, it's by Aaron and Elena Sharp. It's called The Most Important Women of the Bible. This was a really good book to get through, a good book. It introduced me to a couple of women that I was like, who? I never even heard of you. But these are brave, courageous, faithful, great women who lived during biblical times, and I can't even imagine in my mind how difficult and hard living in that time period was. Unless you had some status and you were a woman, you weren't considered to be much more than just that, below average of obviously a man. But these are very strong-minded, courageous, dedicated, faithful women, and they're the most important women in the Bible. This was really a good read. Also, another book I read by Nikol Johnson, who of course is a beauty influencer and makeup artist. It's called Beauty Reinvented, and this was a fun book to read. It was all about her experience, and there's some little sections in here that you can, I think, I'm sure I remember filling out what works for you and transitioning your hair, from no dye to getting through negative comments. But this, I believe, you can pick up through Amazon, but it's a good read, so I liked that. And then these last two are my newest treat books. Yes, I picked up this. This is called Face Paint by Lisa Eldridge, and it's just about the history of makeup and just what's involved in the artistry of makeup from long ago, years ago. This particular one is Anna May Wong, and the beauty pioneers, visionaries, and vaudeville. Just some of the chapters in here, and just the different styles. The pictures in here are just fabulous, and it's just fun to learn about the history of people like Coco Chanel, and I've really enjoyed this at night. Just, before going to bed, sit down 10-15 minutes and just look at it and read it. It's just, it's nothing heavy, but it's just interesting. If you're interested in makeup, which you all know I am, it's fun. And then this is No Crumbs Left, and it's recipes for everyday food and marvelous. Terry Turner is the author of this. This cookbook is like reading that's her right there. You can find her on YouTube, Instagram, but I have to tell you, this book, it's like a love story. Look at the illustration on that page of that food. She has written this book in love. She dedicated it to her mother. She has a lot of indications in here about the influence that her mom had. Look at that. That is a pistachio pesto. Now, I've made all kinds of pestos, never a pistachio over chicken. And then she's got a picture in here of just look at the beauty of just what she has in this book. Now, I stopped buying cookbooks several years ago because my collection got to be so big and so heavy and so weighty, and it's so easy with the click of your fingers just to get a recipe, pull it up. But I love reading cookbooks, and I love to sit down reading a cookbook like a novel. And when I saw this cookbook and watched a few of her YouTubes and her presentation on food, I wanted to get this book. And like I said, this book is like a love story. It's just like reading a love story. So if you love food, which I do, and you love to cook, which I do, and you want to learn just how to go back to just the basics and pull the very essence out of a simple dish, you got to add this book to your collection. Again, it's called No Crumbs Left, and it's Terry Turner, and that's how you can look her up on YouTube and Instagram and wherever else she's at. And I sent her a little note after I bought the book, and she responded right away. Really a sweet lady. I'd love to meet her, but man, she knows her stuff when it comes to cooking. So I think that's all I have for you. Until next time, be kind, be humble, age gracefully, and bon appetit! Bye.